And therefore they cannot pretend to be investigators.
Only one person. And it costs everything.
Yeah. Have you produced any evidence to that effect?
No.
This is a very serious crime. True?
Yes.
Is there any crime that is lesser than any other crime? IPOA cannot prosecute, it can only investigate.
Hoya guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Ndo William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, ameanza kujiharia mahali popote pale alipo saa hii, pamoja na his interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen. Kitu ya kwanza guys, Danstan Omari ameamua kukona IPOA officers ama bosses in Kilimani Law Court. And I want you to pay attention guys. Because guys, kuna huyu jamaa ambaye inasemekana kwamba ni mshukiwa anaitwa James Muhwana. Ameweza kuwa arrested na anaendelea kujibu maswali pale. Ani Danstan Omari kama lawyer wake anaendelea kuconfront IPOA bosses. So mambo yalichemka pale. Pale kulikuwa fireworks. And number 2 guys, Albert Ojwang ashaaga dunia. Yes. But now tunataka tuangalie kwa nini huyu Albert Ojwang aliuawa. Kwa nini? Why? Ashaaga dunia. But ni kwa nini aliuawa? Tunaarifiwa reasons. So guys, ensure umelike video ili kuonyesha kwamba una support hii channel. Kwa hivyo guys, kabla tufikie pale kwa hizo points mbili, Danstan Omari and why is it that huyu Albert Ojwang aliuawa? Na it is clear that aliuawa na serikali ya William Samoei Arap Ruto. Why? Kabla tufikia pale, acha tuangalie killer squads. Hii ni post ya Wahome Tuku. Aliposta kituambia kwamba this is how killer squad developed. Ilikuja aje ndio ikakuwa killer squad hapa nchini Kenya. Rigathi Gachagua told us ni watu 101 ndio killer squads. Na walitoka upande wa AP. Walitolewa pale. And hawa ndio majamaa wanaendelea kuabduct watu hapa nchini Kenya. Kitu ya kwanza angalia hii kitu. Nairobi County Police Station. KICC OCS is Akuria. Then Parliament OCS ni Kalenjin. Central OCS ni Kalenjin. Ngara OCS ni Kalenjin. Langata OCS ni Kalenjin. Kamukunji OCS ni Kalenjin. Villa Police Post OCS ni Kalenjin. Kilimani OCS ni Kalenjin. So what can you tell me? Kitu ya kwanza hapo, William Ruto is a tribal. Serikali ya William Ruto imekuwa ikituambia kwamba Rigathi Gachagua is a tribalist. But now angalia hii kikosi jinsi ambavyo imepangwa. So anything ambayo inaweza happen lazima wapate command kutoka kwa William Ruto, because wanatoka upande wa Rift Valley wote. So what can you tell me guys? Hii inatuambia nini? So guys, hatuko tunataka tuangalie hiyo, but utakuwa unaniachia comment yako at the comment section. Kwa hivyo guys, tunaangalia Danstan Omari first of all, ndio tuangalie sasa why is it that huyu Albert Ojwang aliweza kumalizwa. Ni kwa nini? Walikuwa na intention gani? Kitu ya kwanza tusikie fireworks at Kilimani Law Court. Sikiza.
And tamper with evidence of the station.
Have you attached any evidence showing attempted interference?
But I did depound in my statement. I did depound in my statement that were interference.
We are only asking a simple question.
Yes.
You depawned because you have material that made you depawn. Have you attached those materials before the court? Is it a yes or no?
No.
Thank you. Paragraph 30. What are you looking for? Paragraph 30, another reason?
Other witnesses. The investigation is an applicant needs to interview other witnesses, including police officers from the station. And the respondent, being a police officer, if released on bail, is very likely to interfere with and influence the witnesses.
You are saying you want to interview police officers?
Yes. And
We'll go one by one.
okay.
The first limb is that you want to deal with the police officers.
No other witnesses.
There are other witnesses.
Yes.
And you have identified some of them are police officers.
Yes.
And confirm his rank is just a mere police constable. He has no authority over any police officer in this
I
country.
can't say that for sure because what I've defined in my statement is that this thing was planned and
We have not
executed.
reached there. Let us go systematic.
Yes.
I've asked a simple question that he will interfere with police officers. And I've asked you this question. The lowest rank in the police, National Police Service, is a constable. And that constable has no power over any other.
Some of my witnesses are also constables. The same rank with him. He can influence them.
He
That
can't
is the point I'm
influence
making.
them. Have you produced any evidence to that effect?
No.
Thank you. Let's move to the next one. He says, he is likely to interfere. Have you put anything to show that?
As an attachment?
Yes.
No.
We'll be concluding that that is apprehension later. Let's move further. Look at paragraph 31.
Yes.
What are you telling the court?
That the crime was planned, executed due to the seriousness of the offense, and the completeness of the investigations will require more time to carry out investigations.
This is a very serious crime. True?
Yes.
Is there any crime that is lesser than any other crime? Under what parameter do you decide this is a serious crime, this is a light crime? Have you provided that?
The sentences imposed, the sentences that each offense carries actually show the seriousness.
Kindly confirm that this is an offense of murder,
Yes.
which carries what sentence?
Up to mandatory sentence of death.
You are aware murder suspects can be jailed even for 1 day?
Yes, depending on the discretion of the
Let's
court.
proceed.
But it carries a maximum sentence of death.
Let's proceed. Paragraph 32. What are you telling the court?
Key witnesses are police officers, wielding police powers who from key persons involved are police officers, wielding police powers who have engaged in a web of complex cover-up, employing the blue codes of silence, and will require time to unravel the complex web through conduct of investigations. And if released on bail, the respondent is likely to interfere with the investigations.
You have saved the police, the National Police Service. Roughly as how many police officers?
I'm not sure.
Roughly.
100,000?
The whole nation.
I'm not sure.
There are more than 100,000. And you confirm that they have a blue code of silence. Read that.
I'm talking specifically about this case.
I've said,
Yes.
look at that statement.
Key persons, you know, the word.
Just a minute.
Yes.
Because some words are serious.
Yes.
You confirm that the police have a blue code of silence.
I'm talking about specifically on this matter. Key police
I
officers
mean,
involved. That's
I mean,
what I'm talking about.
I mean,
I'm not saying the entire national
I'm
police.
asking.
Yes.
Because this is an affirmment.
Yes.
And it's a very serious affirmment
Yes.
when the whole National Police Service is being said that they have a blue code.
Counsel,
of
please
silence.
do not mislead the court. There is no
I've asked you a
in my
simple
amendment
question.
we have indicated the whole National Police Service.
Where is that document, that code? The blue code. Have you attached it? A code is like this criminal procedure code that exists. And that is why I'm asking a very hard question to you. You have alleged that there is a blue code of silence.
Yes.
And you have put that it is an organized offense, according to that paragraph, and all police officers have agreed to be quiet.
You are misleading the court.
Explain. You explain.
No, it's not.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, you're actually wrong, because that's not what my friend says.
Allow me to interject. I think counsel needs to focus on the paragraph in
Yes.
question. He has repeatedly asked the question and it has been answered. Now he is attempting to answer it, or rather to lead the witness in the manner in which he wants the witness to respond. Let him attack the paragraph specifically. The witness, the officer has stated clearly that he's specifically dealing with this case. If counsel knows of any other code, then he can do that in his submissions, but the witness has stated it specific to this particular issue. So let him avoid putting words in the...
I'm very specific to this case. I'm not talking of any other traffic offenses or sexual offenses. In this case, it is evidence that the National Police Service has taken an oath called the Blue Code of Silence.
No. No.
He has not stated anywhere.
Yes.
He has not referred to the National Police Service. Let's be clear, that is a serious assertion.
Your Honor, the paragraph starts in paragraph 32, that moreover, because key persons involved are police officers, wielding police powers, who from preliminary investigations have engaged in a web of complex cover-up, employing the Blue Code of Silence. He has started by saying it's a multiplicity of police officers wielding power, and that they're using the Blue Code of Silence. And that's what I'm putting him to task. Does he have evidence that from the Inspector General downwards, by rank and by name, anybody is doing that Blue Code of Silence? Simple.
I think that's answered the question, but
Right.
if it was not answered well to you, maybe you can frame it in a different way.
I'll come back. I'll come back. Let's go to paragraph 33.
Yes, Your Honor.
What are you saying in paragraph 33?
The matter has elicited considerable public anger and outrage, as made apparent by demonstrations held over the matter. Therefore, the civic and
Letter will address you because the investigators in this matter are IPOA. The officer who deponed the affidavit has given his side of the story. IPOA cannot submit. It is a preserve of the DPP. IPOA is a witness that we have cross-examined. And therefore, if IPOA has anything to say, let it hand over that to the DPP.
Okay.
The DPP should not cede ground to this crucial matter. IPOA cannot prosecute, it can only investigate. Article 157 mandates the DPP to be the mouthpiece of IPOA.
Okay.
So, Your Honor, we object to IPOA being allowed to address the court.
This one I need a response from Nora. You have given up, so you are driving
No,
seat
we haven't. We haven't.
to...
I thought our submissions were lately given by Mr. Ofunda. Yes, but I think I'd be honest. I do not know what the officer from my call wanted to submit on.
Now what we are saying is, if they are investigators, then they should also
Yes,
come through you.
that is clear in Article 157.
Yes. Mr. Kinoti,
Your Honor, if I may.
I'm not recording that meanwhile. I was just saying, if you have something you should have also passed over to the DPP or stop. What's your take?
That is fine, Your Honor, and indeed we are working closely with the DPP. But, Your Honor, for purposes of record in the law, the participation of IPOA in bail proceedings has been determined by the High Court. that IPOA can participate and address the court in the case of Republic versus Frederick Oleleliman, where IPOA was granted audience by the High Court in a decision, Your Honor, of the High Court in this case. We also didn't submit your decisions. So, Your Honor, the participation of IPOA in addressing the court is a matter that the High Court has settled. Yes, Your Honor. And so, Your Honor, there is no prejudice whatsoever on IPOA submitting on this issue. And in fact, Your Honor, as an officer of the court, all I wanted to do was bring to the court attention that decision that I've just mentioned of Republic versus Frederick Oleleliman, which is at complete at one with the current case that Your Honor is dealing with. And having brought it to your attention, Your Honor, that decision is available at EKLR. When you retire, Your Honor, I would urge you to have a look at that decision.
So I hear you to say you are investigating the murder issue, is it not? So basically you are for the victim.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that so?
Yes, Your Honor.
What about the Supreme Court case of Redrick Waswa?
Your Honor, before you go there,
Just as a minute. Yeah, because it gives you some attitude, you know, to what extent that the counsel for the victim should address the court. Is it not?
It does, Your Honor. It does.
To what extent the Redrick Waswa case, the Supreme Court?
Yes, Your Honor, it does. And
I believe the Supreme Court case finds the courts below.
It does, Your Honor.
So I was thinking that you can also look at it and see.
you know what I was raising?
Yes.
IPOA does not have jurisdiction under the Victims Act. They are investigators, like ESCC, like the DCI, like KRA. They do not represent the victim, and therefore they cannot pretend to be investigators and represent watching brief. Represent watching brief. That role is very clear, and that notion should be put to settle. The DPP is the only one under 157 with that constitutional mandate. Anybody else, if they are civil society groups representing the family, they have a right. Waswa's case has given them the right and the scope to participate. But an investigator talks through the DPP. He cannot pretend to be a prosecutor. That's all that we are saying. Their roles and the mandate is very clear. Section 3 of IPOA is very clear, very distinct from Article 157. Let us defend the constitutionality of this country.
Okay, I hear you, Mr. Omari, that's enough. So, just a minute, Mr. Timothy, are you okay that you can pass your submissions to Mr. Opondo?
We will pass our submissions to Mr. Opondo. We have no objection to passing our submissions to Mr. Opondo.
Okay.
But Your Honor, for purposes of record, the position of the law enunciated by Learned Counsel Mr. Omari is not correct, Your Honor, for purposes of record.
Okay.
Our position, Your Honor, our position remains
Yes.
that as decided by the court in that case, just mentioned, IPOA can participate in proceedings before the court. And Your Honor, we have no objection of passing our whatever we
because
need
if
to.
you are for the victim,
If the court issues
you are allowed to participate. That one is allowed.
I think also what is happening is that my colleague is misreading that decision because Your Honor, if you look at that decision, and I believe that is the position, is that IPOA at that time was watching brief.
Yes.
Okay.
In this case, even if you look at the heading of this proceedings, it
Heading
is
is letters.
Republic to the IPOA.
Okay.
So your mouthpiece is the DPP.
I think as the DPP, let's put that matter to rest.
Yes,
We
kindly.
will advise accordingly.
Yes.
We will respond to the issues raised. Yes, on behalf of IPOA.
I think that is settled.
Yes.
That's it.
Mr. Timothy?
Yes, Your Honor.
We settled.
We are okay proceeding with
Okay.
through the DPP.
All
The
right.
position of the law, Your Honor.
Mr.
that we have
Opondo,
stated.
you had said something?
Yes, Your Honor.
I said I will give the court recitation of the policies. I concluded following that.
So what is it? Number one is?
Number one is Republic versus Geoffrey Mutuku and 4 others. This 2015 EKR.
2015?
Yes.
Okay.
And we also have Republic versus Jackson Munene Ndugu. 2020 EKLR.
Na ukiangalia guys, percentage ya watu kwa mitandao ambao wanasema ya kwamba huyu James Mukhwana sio suspect ni 65, na ukiangalia wale ambao wanasema ni suspect 16%. Unaona watu wangu? So kumaanisha hama jamaa wameanza kudrag innocent people ili wafanye nini? Waingizwe pale, wafunguliwe cases, then hii story ya Eliud Lang'ata iweze kusahaulika. So things are not good at all. Hiyo ndo tu kitu na ambacho hii serikali ya William Ruto inajaribu kufanya nini? Kufight nayo. Because now it is clear now. It is clear. Main reason why huyu Albert Ojwang aliweza kuuawa. Kitu ya kwanza nilikuambia tu, it is clear that they want now to do what? Kupoteza hii mambo ya finance bill na hii budget 2025 to 2026. Ndio hii tunaarifiwa, sikiza.
Kwamba all the way from Homa Bay mpaka Nairobi kuna a lot of police stations hapo katikati. What was the procedure rule? Where is our constitution? Nimesikia member mwingine hapa akisema bunge letu linastahili kukuja na sheria. We have enough laws in this country. Wale wamesoma katiba, we have 264 articles in the constitution. Article 26, right of life, right to life. Where was that article when those things were happening? Article 28, right to human dignity. Where was it? Was there any dignity, human dignity there? Article 29, article D, E, and F. Nobody should be tortured in this country. Yes, mumechukua hiyo mtu, ako na mtoto mdogo, mumeua in a broad daylight, hatujui kama ni usiku, kama ni saa 6 ya usiku, serikali bado mnatupeleka hivi. The main suspect anajulikana. Saa hii nimesikia kulingana na yule Senate imeendelea, makosa yote iko kwa OCS anaitwa wataalamu. No, let's not go for these small people. It is known who did it. Who gave the authority? Who sent those people? That is where we are. Now, Kenyans we are not foolish. The problem with this Kenya ni kwamba tunaonekana saa ingine ni kama tuko wajinga sana. As if ni wao tu walienda kwa shule. Mr. President, look at this issue. You have a man called Murkomen. Umemhamisha kwa ministries zote. Has he performed? And you expect to perform in the Minister of Interior? Can he perform? We must talk these things openly. The other day you came out talking about the contract performance, your ministries. Na ukaambia nyinyi wengine, I know more in those ministries than you do. If they can't perform, they can't. Hata muhamisha kwa ministry gani, hawezi. Truth be told, the rights of arrested person under Article 49 of the Constitution, it is there. We don't need any other law. The right of fair hearing. Huyo Ojwang alipewa fair hearing under Article 50. Was he heard? Alisikizwa. I think we are living in a country of laws. Article 51 talks of a right of arrested person. When you're in jail, when you're custody, when you're in imprisonment, you still have the right as Kenyan. Hata kama ni kuua, kama umesikwa, you still enjoy about 40 rights in the Constitution from Article 19 to Article 59. It is the largest article, it's the largest chapter in the Constitution. Out of 18 constitutions, out of 18 chapters in the Constitution, Mr. Speaker. It is very painful. Very painful. Juzi, who you see what happened here in Tunisia? Just one person. Alikosa everything. Hii maneno yote, Mr. Speaker, it may be inakuja ili tusiongelea the budget proposals. We have all these things happening right now. Saa hii nimeona Murang'a kwetu wamefukuza mkolino wengine alikuwa amewapelekea unga. Wamesema hapana, hatutaki unga. Tunataka pikipiki na hizo vitu zingine zinapeanwa. It has happened right now. It has happened right now. So Mr. Speaker, Bunge power. Bunge power. We must talk the truth. Right now, all these are diversionary tactics so that we cannot discuss about the budget proposals, Mr. Speaker. Right now, budget inasomwa kesho. Out of the many people, yes, the budget proposal will be tabled tomorrow in the afternoon. And it's not exactly in the afternoon because we still have that minute. Ya chairman of security kwa bunge aleta ile maneno ya sijui kwa impoli. Something happened. So Mr. Speaker, as I conclude, hii nchi ni nchi ya katiba. Hii nchi we are ruled by the rules of law. In the year 1994, when Nelson Mandela was taking an oath as the president of South Africa, and he said, in disregard of the law, you invite anarchy. That's what we are inviting in this country, and we will not allow. We have kids to take care of. This young man amekufa akiwa na mtoto hajaingia shule. Who do you expect of that kid? Akikuwa mtu mkubwa, wale walisoma ile kitabu ilikuwa inaitwa The Burdens, atakuja kuambiwa nini? What killed his father? What happened? I mean, Mr. Speaker, it is very painful. It is very painful indeed. And we must think about outside box. What happened to the CCTVs in that institution? Wale watu wengine walikuwa wako ndani, walisikia ama hawakusikia? You know, Mr. Speaker, we should not keep on going round. That's why we are hii nchi tunaiharibu tu namna hiyo. Hii nchi we have the future to protect. Hii nchi iko karibu, iko mikononi mwetu, young men and women. That's why tunasema in the year 2027, we must think out of the box. You must think under Article 83 of the Constitution. You must carry your brains kwenda kwa kituo cha kupiga kura. Saa hii we have the IBC. Soon and very soon wataanza kuokota kufanya kitu inaitwa registration. We don't want that kind of nonsense. Ukiwa na kitambulisho, you are eligible to vote. Ukienda kuvote, carry your brains, ujua ni nini vote. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.